Hello everyone, it's BobTheBobCatt here, and welcome back to Penumbra Overture. And without nothing else to say, let's get back into it. It was literally right there and now it's gone. Oh. Why is a wolf even down here anyway? Alrighty, so I have to go to the storage room again. Because I missed something. I was so confused. I don't know if that wolf is still there though, but I'd rather not wait them and find out. So if I actually got up, I could have taken out these rocks. And then I can move it. Jeez. How come I miss like the most simplest stuff? Okay. That sounded so close. That sounds so close. The hell was that? Gotta break these. No. Is that a spider? I don't like spiders. Oh no. There was a giant wolf ready to kill you and you're scared about like a little fucking spider? Come on now. Be brave. You and me are in this together. And we must push on. You know, spiders in a horror game means something really, really bad. It's about to happen. Oh god, okay. Where do I go? Do I go here? To good blistered flesh from bone and this, and I know I've seen it happen. And where do I go? What are these? Day 1. I begin this record still in the hope that the great work we have undertaken here might one day be scientific value despite the chaos which has ensued in the 6 hours previous. My aim is to remain secure until what help there may be arrives, and to that end I have barricaded myself into a small workshop area in the abandoned part of the mine. I hope that the meagre food rations here will keep me alive, and that those I hide from will not jeopardize that. Perhaps this mine really is cursed. It's almost precisely 30 years since the incident that brought us here, and now 30 years on, fate has struck again. Day 3, I forecasted that today the rescue crews would arrive, but I can only hypothesize that they would be unaware of my location, and hence busy themselves evacuating the other survivors. If they have not arrived by tomorrow, I'll go out in search of them. Day 6, my first mistake was to make assumption of the matter of rescue. My second mistake was to make assumption of the safety of this mine. My third mistake was to act on both of these assumptions and going outside of my safe haven. My best estimate is that I left the workshop where I was secured about 2 days ago in search of aid, and I have found only danger. I approached the old living quarters, but curiously could find no sign of life whatsoever. I returned in what I thought was the direction of which I had come, but soon found myself in unfamiliar locale. Confused but focused, I attempted to make my way home, but found myself threatened by some species of feral creature which seems to have made this old mine its home. Although the specimen bore significant interest to me, I chose to retreat, only to find myself outmaneuvered and outnumbered by the beast. I turned and ran, injuring my ankle in a process which I believe now is most likely a sprain rather than a fracture. For some time I cowered and fled into the dark, but a few hours ago I discovered a door leading to a smaller, disused part of the mine, the key, which I still have in my pocket within the area. I discovered this storeroom, and I think it should keep me safe for some time. This place is a maze. My lesson learned: I will not venture out again until I am certain the area is safe. Day 19 rescue team seems increasingly unrealistic. Supplies diminishing, lots of spiders in the place. I do not like spiders. Day 34, I caught one of the cursed ape-like beast nestling in my open mouth. When I woke up this morning, in my surprise I swallowed it. It's not so much the act of swallowing which concerns me, but the genus of arachnid. It would be unlikely that a cave-dwelling spider would be venomous to any significant degree, but the possibility troubles me all the same. Day 35, any known venom would have affected me by now, and so today is the first minor cause for celebration I had since the internet. By lucky coincidence, this revelation also means I have discovered a virtually inexhaustible supply of nutrition. I intend to venture into the basement beneath the storeroom in the name of science to discover more about these creatures' natural habitat. 4 days now I have been surviving solely off the quite considerable sustenance provided by the spiders. For some time I was struggling to gather enough of the crunchy little morsels. However, Lady Luck smiled on me once more when the batteries in my torch died, and I made a second life-saving finding. The creature's natural habitat is the dark. When my light now diminished, I only alive for a few minutes, and I will have attracted enough of the bees for a rather hearty meal. What is that, by the way? That music doesn't help at all. This place really is a maze. I do not know where to go. So I need to walk out with this ladder, I guess. I need to do something with the ladder. I found the ladder, but I feel like there's something else I'm supposed to do. Oh. My earlier assumptions on the benign nature of my cellmates may have been made in error. After a careful autopsy, I am concerned that there may be a small volume of natural chemicals stored in the stomach which, if ingested regularly over a period of time, may become psychotropic or even lethal. My only real chance to break out of here and raid any such supplies I can find, however, the evidence against such a move is insurmountable. 1, I have no source of light. 2, I swore to myself I wouldn't leave until I heard human voices outside. 3, the spiders are so tasty. Day 100, from the marks I have been making on the walls of my scribbled diary entries, which in the dark may amount to an illegible scrawl. Today is the 100th day of my new life. Over the past month, my edible friends have become more and more aggressive and have swelled in numbers and size. Whether or not this is a result of my plundering their ecosystem, I am unsure. However, at this growth, they will be soon too large to crawl through the gaps in the walls. For all I know, I could only be seeing the tip of the iceberg. If all fails, I am never recovered. The hope, at least, my study and indeed involvement with these fascinating creatures will one day be regarded as an important point in natural history. The greatest names in modern science got their more than fluke than talent. And it appears that this new rule has extended itself to my discovery of this delicious new species. I only pray that the second rule deems my breakthrough too insignificant. For all great discoveries tend to consume their inventor. Ow, ow, What the hell is happening? Fluid lighter glass? Oh. Yeah. Fine. Okay, so I go back now. Hopefully without any interruptions, because there's a person in there. Is that just a wolf? Is that... Who's that person behind the door? Oh shit. Day 200 has been some time since I recorded any findings in relation to the spiders with whom I have shared my existence for the past 8 months, partly due to my enforced retreat from their basement territory not too long ago. Their behavior became overly aggressive, and so I have attempted to barricade the main entrance to their lair and secured myself within one of the smaller rooms above it, the only one with an operational door lock. The other reason is that I have been recovering from a minor operation which I was forced to conduct myself without the aid of anesthetic. Even if I did have any anesthetic or surgical tools, I couldn't afford to be less than diligent in my work. So anesthetic was out, surgical tools are all well and good, but although I may be becoming old and rusty, I still trust my pen knife to do the job just as well. The procedure itself was elementary enough, a simple amputation of a non-vital organ. I began to notice a thick glue-like substance forming on my tongue and was forced to accept that it became infected through constant toxin ingestion. Day 300, another century of days. Hopes and goes. It seems like so long since I escaped here, at least at some stage. The last entry I attempted to return from whence I came, that in which I originally was fleeing seems a fate far worse than the one I now face. However, in the time I have arrived from the larger mine system, a cave-in has occurred, blocking any further progress. I was forced to return and accept whatever end life has in store for me. I can hear my aggressive little friend scratching on the door to my cell. I mean, there are spiders. Those are huge spiders. What the hell? How can you even eat those? How the hell do you eat those? Alrighty, so I think I go out now. Fuck is still there. Could I like blow down the door though? Also, where is it? I hear growling, but that's not flammable? Alright. Uh-oh. That scared the fuck out of me. You want some TNT? I don't see it. How could that wolf knock down a metal door? That doesn't even make sense. The thing's tiny as fuck. The thing's tiny. Small. How the fuck can it like break down the door with its head? And why is it even here? Like, what is that thing? If it could break down a door, maybe bump into the hatch. Only exit and it's caved in. Love my workshop, it is too great a hunting ground to let others gorge their faces. One cannot help but feel for those without such delicate, mousy morsels in which to munch. For ravenously of their flesh today and shall continue to do so. Possible thanks solely to the button pad I installed on the door, and yet Red's mind is working somewhat backwards today. Are those supposed to be puns or something? It's not funny. So don't get caught by the monster thing. Try not to anyway. Wanna know how that wolf just fucking like break down that door? Eight, 1, 2. Oh, 2148. 2148. What? 214 or 8421. What? Backwards, so 8412. So 8412. Alrighty. Alright. Alrighty. That's enough Penumbra Overture for now. I've been recording for over an hour trying to figure out what to do. I did figure out what to do though. But if you like this video, hit that like button, subscribe, comment, share, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye.